Okay, welcome to another workout, and today you're going to need a strap and a block. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt or a long scarf. If you don't have a block, you can use a good thick pillow or a folded up thick towel or blanket. Today we're going to start seated, and remember, whenever we're seated, we want to be forward, sitting on our sits bones, not back on our hamstrings, okay? So you're sitting forward on your sits bones. You're honoring that arch in the low back. There's a natural arch in the low back, so we want to honor that. And your feet are right underneath your knees, knees straight ahead, feet straight ahead. All right, we're gonna start by exercising the hip flexor, okay? So I want you sitting up tall, and when you're grounded down into the sits bones, that should be a little easier. All right, so maintain that length in the spine, and we're just gonna lift your right knee up and then lower down. All right, and try the left knee up and lower down. I don't want any shifting from side to side. So keep the length and lift the knee up and lower down. Good, stay centered, lift and lower. Good, and lift and lower. One more time, lift and lower. All right, this time we lift that right leg up, hold on underneath the thigh. All right, now the inner hip flexor is working hard, but I want you to stay lifted in that spine. Now we're gonna just circle the foot, big circles, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now check in with yourself, stay lifted. Now we reverse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Now we point and flex. Make sure you're centered. Stay lifted. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And bring that foot down. All right. Try it with the left leg. No shifting from side to side. Lift the body and lift the leg. Hold on underneath the thigh, and we circle 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, and 1. Reverse. Keep lifting. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we point and flex. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, let's stretch those hips out. Take your right leg, bring that right ankle over your left knee, okay? And gentle pressure down onto that knee with the hand, and then just reach your chest out over the leg for more of a stretch. And we hold. Now, make a big flex with that foot and see if that changes the stretch. Now, you're gonna twist your chest, reach it out over that foot, and we hold. And come up. All right, let's switch sides. Okay, gentle pressure down onto that knee. Reach the chest out over the leg, and we hold. Okay, flex that foot, see if that changes the stretch. And then twist, reach the chest out over that foot, and maintaining that gentle pressure down into that knee. All right, good job. Okay, next we want to use our strap. All right, or if you have a belt or a long scarf, that works too. All right, so I've got a yoga strap and I've fastened it to a small circle. I step into the circle and place the strap around my knees. All right, I want my knees about 5 inches apart, maybe a little less. So I want my knees about 3 or 4 inches apart and the feet right underneath the knees. Okay, again, we're sitting on the sits bones, not the hamstrings, and you've got to arch in that low back. All right, and we simply just pull those legs apart and release, and pull apart and release. So we're working the outer hips here. Pull apart and release. Don't let those feet shift around. Good, so you're isolating from the hips. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. All right. Squeeze, release. Again, keep those feet really quiet. Isolating from the hip muscles. Pull the legs apart and release. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, great. We've got some blood flow going on in those hip muscles. All right, again, very important. You're sitting on your sits bones. There's a slight curve in the low back. And we're gonna take the block, all right? Take the block, place it in between your knees. So your feet are hip width apart and pointed straight ahead, okay? Knees are straight ahead, and what we do is we use the inner thigh muscles to squeeze the knees into the block and then release. And then squeeze and release. Keep going, squeeze and release. Maintaining that slight arch in the low back, squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. You want to think about firing those muscles at the same time. So the right and left firing at the same time. And now does one feel weaker than the other one? That's important to notice. And squeeze and release. Okay, we've got 10 more. 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax. Okay, let's revisit that first hip stretch. Take your right ankle over your left knee. Gentle pressure down into that knee and lean forward to increase the stretch, and we hold. And now twist the body, reach the chest out over the foot and hold. All right, and we switch sides. Gentle pressure down, leaning forward into the maximum stretch and hold. Twist, reaching that chest out over the foot. And good. Okay, next we're gonna stretch the front of the thighs and lengthen the front of the body, which is really good for our posture and our balance. You're gonna need your strap. You're gonna need your chair, very important, have something to hold on to. Okay, first we're just gonna practice that one-legged balance stretch. All right, so we want our feet straight ahead and hip distance apart. And just lightly holding on to the chair, just lift that left heel up and we hold the balance. Good, and then we do the other side. Lift that right heel up and hold the balance, noticing how you are. All right, now, this is important for the thigh stretch. You're just gonna lift that left heel up, lifting it up towards your seat, okay? That's the movement. And lift the heel up towards the seat. All right, now for the stretch, we're gonna use the strap. Thread the strap in between your legs. We're gonna start with the left leg, okay? Let the strap come down near the ankle, near the bottom of the leg, all right? Holding onto the chair, very important, okay? Let's lift that left heel up. And then just walk your fingers up the strap and pull that heel towards your seat. Good, there's your stretch. Now, the positioning is bring your knees close together. That's it, try to get those knees aligned with one another and then lift up through the chest. That's it, that's a good stretch. And then we hold this. Okay, 10 more seconds. Keep lifting up out of your hips. Lift the chest. Make sure your knees are touching. And good, second side. All right, so step out of that strap and then thread it through the legs again. Let it come down close to that ankle. Okay, holding onto the back of the chair, just lift that heel up. Walk your fingers down the strap and then pull the heel up to the seat. All right, again, knees drawing towards one another. Lift the chest, lift up out of those hips. And we hold it. Keep lifting the chest, lengthening the front of the body. Think about tucking your seat under a little bit. 5 more seconds. And good, step that foot down. Nice job. All right, now we're gonna stretch the back, the hips and the back of the legs by standing facing the back of the chair, both hands on the chair. Walk your feet back, okay? And now we start by just straightening those legs by pressing the backs of the thighs back behind you. So your legs are stick straight. Keep them stick straight and then just drop the chest, drop the head, and we hold. All right, keep pressing those legs straight. Grounding down through both feet. Make sure the head is relaxed down. And good. All right, come out of that. And nice work.